Hey there, this is ZEROGOkin Reviews, and today we'll be looking at the Strelitzia from Darling in the Franxx. What? Today we'll be looking at the Sentinel Riobot Getter Devolution Getter 1. Because I thought that spending $300 on a figure like this was reasonable. But hey, if you were to spend $300, wouldn't it be on something with thighs this thick? Getter Devolution is a manga series created by the same people who made that Ultraman manga, Eiichi Shimizu and Tomohiro Shimoguchi. These guys have a talent
for making spin-off mangas that don't feel anything like the original material.
And also just absolutely fantastic mechanical designs. So hell yeah, I'm okay with this. And Getter Devolution in itself is not that bad. I can sort of recommend it, just it doesn't do too great of a job of capturing the essence of the Getter Robo series. The problem with this is that we really don't get many new Getter material, which is why this bothers me. But aside from that, I find that the art and the nudges to the previous Getter series is enough to keep me reading. It also seems like it'll be ending soon anyways. There are also other recent and ongoing Getter Robo series.
Oh, and the art for this one is done by an artist who does Futanari, Getter Robo, H Dojinshis. Yes, those exist.
But hey, I'm not complaining. Now let's get this beautiful boy out of the box. Also, I was hoping that the Riobot line at some point would get better boxes. And I was kinda hoping that this would be the one. It is slightly better. It doesn't have this garbage. But overall, it still sucks! Come on, Sentinel! I'm able to look past the pricing because these are marketed as high-end products. Yet if anything, the boxes do not reflect this. They feel cheap, and they get damaged way too easy. Make better boxes. Now how did they fare with the look of this one? This is very manga accurate. It's a good thing that manga designs look absolutely fantastic, unlike some Getter designs. The design is a midway between the classic Getter 1 and the stupid egg shoulders Shin Getter 1, with some of that sexy Eiichi Shimizu flair. It's too bad they didn't do the Getter 2 and Getter 3, yet for some reason they made all three of the Dino Getters. What the hell, Sentinel? Also, there's a black version of this one. If I was 14 and I was edgy enough, I'd probably consider getting this. The articulation, like most Sentinel Riobots, is absolutely stellar. The head is on a ball joint. The neck is also on a ball joint. And oh boy, these shoulders are quite fantastic. There's a butterfly joint, a hinge, and the shoulders themselves are also on a hinge, and can rotate a full 360. This shoulder piece is on 2 sets of hinges. The arms are on a fairly limited hinge. With all the articulation on the shoulders, this is not an issue. The arms can rotate a full 360. Elbows can bend. The entire forearm can rotate a full 360. This can bend. And you can kind of wiggle these. Absolutely fantastic crunch. Not too much for the back. Waist can go a full 360. And you got a little this on the chest. More on that in a bit. Ratcheted upper body side movement. These parts move with it. Same goes for these around the neck. These thruster things are on a ball joint. Front side skirts can go up. Back side skirts can move out. Legs can spread this far. Fantastic. And can come together this close. The legs can probably go a full 360, however it is a bit tight and you could accidentally make the joint become backwards. Kinda like this, but in the front. Bit of a pain to fix. Legs can rotate a full 360. Some fantastic engineering on the knee bend. This toe guard is on a ball joint and a hinge, I think. Feet can go back and forth. And left to right. And quite a nice pivot. The accessories. Pretty decent. 2 extra sets of hands, 1 set of weapon hands, getter beam part, shoulder beam part thing, optional head with opening mouth, cape. I forgot this was called the getter wing. I mean, like, no matter how you look at this, it's a damn cape. It's just a cape. It looks like a damn cape. I don't see how I wouldn't think that it was called a cape. Standard Sentinel stand. There is also a option set for this. I don't have it because it's limited. First, we'll put on the cape. These are pretty sharp. Be careful not to slit your wrists. Just pop these off. Shouldn't be too hard. Now you can put this on. Pop these back in. There you go. These horns and ears are pretty sharp. So is the chin. Pop the head off. Pop this in. That's definitely in there properly. A very nice open mouth. The hands are a bit different than the usual. You need to pull this down first. Then you can pull this off. The hands come right off. Just peg in the hands. The weapon hands are a bit more difficult than the regular hands. Pop this back in. Also, the weapons are attached to the hands. You can't detach them from the hands, which is kind of weird because in the manga, this happens pretty often. These are the weapon hands. You also get a set of open hands and a set of grabbing hands. These shoulder pieces pop right off, and you just need to push the middle part right out. Whoops. Just push the shoulder beam part in. And put it back on the shoulders. Make sure that it's in properly. Put in the other one for manga accuracy. Move out that chest flap thing. Take out the non-getter beam chest piece. This is the getter beam chest piece. The peg is only on the top. This shouldn't be that hard to put in. Right? Make sure it's actually in. That should do it. And there it is. The shoulder shootout homing beams. I have no idea what the name is. I don't know if there even is one for it. Honestly, I'd prefer if the shoulders were the getter beams, rather than the usual chest. It just looks so much more intense. The stand, standard Sentinel stuff. I'll probably make a video for the stands, just the stands, so I don't explain it all the time. Just peg this part in. Stick this in the back of the skirt. And flying poses. I should have done this last week. Size comparisons. Super Mini Plug Getter 1. 4-inch Snail Ryoma. Robot Damashi God Gundam. Starting to look a bit Asian. The Figma, a Naked Man. Riobot Shin Getter 1. Future ZEROGOkin Mazinger. 3-0 Getter 1. Overall, the figure is quite fantastic. They did a great job of translating the design into figure form. I'd give it a solid 8 for playability, display value, and overall. This is what I expect from the Sentinel Riobot line. The diecast frame is a great new addition. Also, heads up, this is a bit controversial, but I'm disregarding the price for this scarring. Do I recommend this? Well, it looks fantastic even if you aren't a Getter fan, so I can definitely recommend it. That is, if you're willing to spend the cash. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, consider subscribing. It'll really help my self-esteem. And for more garbage content, check the links on the screen, and I'll see y'all next time.